Not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this.
Oh.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all.
Oh, yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loot?
What do you mean, loose change?
Hey, kid.
Get in his good books? What?
I've written a new song.
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there.
Pile of stones. Got it. It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for—
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be, you know how prosperous, but things are looking—
So you're the
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated.
So, do you get anything good?
Of course.
No more lies. It all adds up.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or—
And that special— You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers— There's a handwritten note on the ground.
Halil, this is Sinue. This is my second time writing to you. I'm writing to you because I praise the gods. You told me to write. I urgent. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died. What a
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libation.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you,
I don't—
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright—
So,
Nowhere special. Just a sand.
what about the rest of your—
Just the one. Correct.
So, no brothers?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that,
All right, get over here. Sign your name. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly.
Yes, Professor.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier.
A weak student? Goodness, no.
I think what you're saying is a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they...
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know...
Because of where I come from.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check if someone sent me a letter to the academia.
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there. Probably sit whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place.
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, you're a great teacher. It's not just...
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world... This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. Let's take a look. A dilapidations. This one was never even opened. Who was it This one... In clinical terms, for example, this seems like something... Wait, what's this? The note says... This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest in recent years. However, it appears as well as receive education as grand. I do hope... And the sender... So this... Whatever. I'm not exactly... I can't believe... I don't believe for once... Wait. Could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble. I don't know how well you... In my tribe, the Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic. This brings me to my reason for writing. There was a terrible... The Eob and Unut. I found a well. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like... That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart...
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even And you were so emphatic that your luck had You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with... You liar. You lied, and who fell for it? Just me. But... Which makes you... I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You...
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head...
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with, and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your... What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although...
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this... It's not worth much.
But Nefer...
All right, that's all from me.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right?
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way... It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a...
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my... At the ever-shifting balance of power in the desert
Huh. So, you...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have...
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come...
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Iab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say...
Don't get greedy, Iab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force.
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. I hope I am
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me...
You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest. And what does a barbarian like...
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're... In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation right. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news.
Gladly. So let's indulge in a few...
an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EAB's military.
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear that well is ours. And so is the Mora.
Glad to hear it.
If there is a traitor, I will find them.
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our...
The EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And so let me ask you, Chief, if you were the
Kill them all.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate. At the same time, there is simply no way that the...
We have our own rules out here. If the rain...
Right. Natural allies. Weren't the EAB your allies once? Let me be clear.
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the Mora's yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but you're butchered the monsters who destroyed my home. They're just ordinary... I think we're even. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would, but you couldn't do what had to be done. So...
Nefer, it's okay.
I believe I remember you promising...
Yeah, but even...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for... So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Alma,
Yes, if we can find somewhere...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or...
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trade...
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other...
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do with
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's boss enough for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity. But I know about Sethos, too.
What about him?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare-bone basics. Save the flatter. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in. No more lies.
Uh-oh, I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about... I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl...
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King... Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers. I had a duty to ensure your...
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes...
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Reri.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab, having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown. As I stood there gazing at the temple, this chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and with this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Every god plays fate.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Rerir of Solnari's back. The Rerir of Solnari, real name Rerir.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lama?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before, but as is the case.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess...
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command.
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rerir of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gate. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rerir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed...
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss...
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most...
It is a compelling explanation. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank...
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... When I think of the man I once knew as Rerir,
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but...
Mine too. We could never know all the hows and whys of the way things...
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover.
That's very
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest. Hey, is this a bad time? No need. Anyway, Nefer went back to the Curatorium. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King... It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case.
Well, I asked her that same question. It felt like some kind of sales pitch.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you... Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's... We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying.
All right. We felt a little uneasy.
Roping us in?
I choose my word.
Sir Varka.
I'm all ear.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated.
I see your point, yeah. To be clear, I don't doubt your...
I want to do everything within my power. The Raher of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part...
Well, that tracks, as in, most people weigh up the risk. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless...
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have...
This is a thorough...
Great question. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerir has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight... Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hate. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission.
As someone who's had their fair share of...
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Dur...
Plan approved.
Okay,
The Frost Moon Scions are behind...
And the rest of you? No objections?
Wait, we can still back out of the...
Everyone says things they regret, right?
A very people-first approach.
Heh. Who'd you...
Shh. We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does...
We shall indeed. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss...
It's not often I get called Dorian. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a...
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else.
Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power?
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business. Said Mom supplied me with...
Okay. So what exactly is so special about...
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect... I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once! Never lost...
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to...
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set? And we call it even.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Soul...
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know.
Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. Don't forget. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? Aha! No wonder you were...
That's not the Mage Alice once wore. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research. Anyway, point being, took him long enough. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago. So, knows...
Surely Nahidam...
Could be. Anyway, I just replied...
Fair enough. But it sounds...
Or maybe he... Either way, all's well that... Huh? What does that...
Paimon's just...
Well, a long time. There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that, and more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so my priority is doing the business that I want to do.
All right.
I do say so, and that's the whole... Oh, and could you two...
Traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smoothly?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
What? You can actually dissect the...
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of its master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting... Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to... Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you. Dory asked us to...
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making...
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
All right then.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes.
My lady.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. For me, that means fighting for the... This gentleman is the Grand Master of the...
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are, honesty...
Curiosity deserves a reward.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that...
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you...
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated...
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure you're... Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall any happy...
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome.
Friend, he betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
Okay. You see, you're torn. Now you know what real...
I need some time.
Of course. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed...
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. Yet even now, they support me.
Clearly, they view you as a...
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing their help for what it was. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
Huh.
Sure. Hello.
Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Reir of Solnari.
You will? Oh, thank you so much!
They needn't be.
That doesn't matter to them. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long.
Not too long.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battle. When I was awakened by the Radniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize my restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep...
Ooh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, but it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last...
I struggled to settle down at first. Please.
Never! Over here!
Ino asked me to relay a message. Meanwhile,
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking...
It won't hold him much longer.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your position. Every ounce of strength we have in our
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Moonlight betrays you. Move. The moonlight betrays you. Move.
Let me help you guys. Take this!
Futile.
Water jet!
Leave this place. With one heart, we pray.
No more lies. It all adds up. The deception ends here.
Are you quite finished? Observe.
Moonlight betrays you.
Beware the creatures of the night.
No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Stay your hand by the frost moon of old.
Close your eyes.
Water jet! Bombs away!
It all adds up.
Moonlight
Seek within.
betrays you.
Almost
Be silent. Steady now. The night cometh.
for the everlasting forest.
Go!
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
The moonlight betrays you.
Welcome here.
With one heart, we pray.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth. I better wrap this up.
Pathetic!
No more lies.
Leave
The
this
moonlight betrays you.
place. A great transgression. Stay your hand.
Can't hide the truth. You poor...
The moonlight.
The deception ends here. It all adds up. Time to come clean.
The moonlight. Pathetic.
It all falls into place.
Branch into song, by the frost moon of old.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
The moonlight. Oh, futile.
I'm rather out of sorts.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Let's see what you're made of. It all adds up. The mystery unravels. No more lies.
Move. It's all futile.
Shameless.
Your little game of heroics is over. Who wants to go first? No. Get out of my sight!
No! We've been
Death is within
separated!
my grasp!
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
I told you before, knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lama! Can you hear me?
Silence.
But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling it. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
Nor to run, nor to hide.
Can't hide the truth.
Wipe out!
Seek within. It all falls into place. Time to come clean.
Water jet!
It all adds up. The mystery unravels.
Go! Bombs away! Shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Your death is within my grasp.
Time to come clean.
Nor to run, nor to hide.
The deception ends here.
Go! Yeah!
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. It all adds up. Shame.
Destroyed and reborn.
Bombs away!
Seek within. Can't hide the truth.
destroyed.
The mystery unravels. It all falls into place.
Go!
Can't hide the truth.
Destroyed. And reborn.
There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him...
Never. Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist, and then I will reduce you.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep...
Any other tricks up your sleeve, as entertaining as they are.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make you fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never be... You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is the will. No.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before!
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst!
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue.
Still, I don't like people suffer when they... I had hoped you could win.
Thank you.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. I'll send full details through Yehoda. My dear friends, we have fought brave.
The moon will remember this day. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt, and since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual...
You're right. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kuthar share something like this with me. In the past...
Things are a little different now from how they were.
Friends.
Yay! You're awake! How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon.
Phew! Well, that's...
Glad to hear you didn't starve.
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to... Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self.
Well, I'm back.
Oh yeah, and Albedo he also dropped off some if you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing!
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it. Yep.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eye.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow?
Oh, sure. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves.
You bet.
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. What else is left when everything you depended on? And if you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. Oh, father, look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. He's never brought it up, but why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, his response, did he really think I'd fall for that? So that's enough. He's a prisoner. He lives in fear. It's preposterous. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you understand, if you ask me, for example. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Oh, is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a situation you can't, if you understand what's at stake. Very good.
Oh, wait. Now that the panic's over, after all that build-up,
Huh? Am I...
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco 2 than him. Although, now you mention it,
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow he won't lie low forever.
too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would...
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed?
Why come and ask me when you clearly...
I mostly came to...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as your...
Huh? Charitable?
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing...
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary?
How?
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under you did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I think disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. It was something I looked into. The tech people handled the tech.
It's a pity that so few people know that.
So? What's the...
But surely you have dreams.
You don't get it, do... Just thinking of...
Thank you.
For...
And the pen.
Oh, that.
Seems like we've both been...
Yeah. So long that...
That would be your mother.
Yeah. Though, it's not like my sister can't help me now.
Not everything.
Yeah.
Well, that...
Oh, absolutely. You've got a lot going...
I appreciate...
How have you been holding up?
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine.
What?
You played an sometimes.
Let's do a quick demonstration.
Thank you. I can't take...
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Oh.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've...
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a...
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy.
Paimon believes it! Here, clear... To be totally honest, though...
Don't worry.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, so, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful...
Absolute. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made... Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's...
That's the only reason you're here?
Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being coworkers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please, Seed Lady.
Will you still invite me to your next tea?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this?
We just wanted to, see how—
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rayhir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me. Give it—
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fit.
Oh, don't you worry. If you're in the— My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty.
You can ignore those. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, and other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy trying to predict the future. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past— Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Wait, are you saying you know him?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed, I honored his request. But I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been—
So, that's where—
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formula— Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least— Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together, and they were all quite competitive. So there was some— But beneath the friendship, unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive, and the future— A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits. But alas, they were the first of them to fall under its spell. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve. In part, it's complicated. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they— And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted research— What do you think of her? Do you admire his transcendent genius? Or do you despise him? Same difference, really. Just a matter of— Really? I can't tell whether that's because you disapprove of his deeds or because Renee no longer exists in this— I don't like fanatic. Maybe I could understand if Renee had— Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. To his credit, I suppose. After that, the only thing supporting his work. But although the desire— I think that Yet Alain's— And once he realized, he quit working on— He told me that I think that all— At the very end, many years after. And that is— One went all in, the other sought Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. They were young or maybe they— But instead, do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of— He gave the exact same answer. No elaboration. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you— Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.